Morning, everyone. Welcome to Jindal Nature Institute. We are amidst Unlock 3.0, but the threat of COVID-19 is not yet over. In the last couple of weeks, several vaccines have reached the stage of human trials. Hopefully, we will soon have an effective vaccine. However, the importance of immunity cannot be neglected. And hence, today, our Deputy Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Vinoda Kumari, is here to guide us. She will also share her thoughts on hormonal imbalance with few home remedies and other naturopathy treatments. Welcome, doctor. To start with, let's first discuss a few questions which we have received from our participants. So, doctor, how naturopathy treatments help in increasing immunity?
See, the immune system is our body's defense mechanism. Naturopathy or nature cure believes that the disease appears or infection occurs only when body immunity is low. Then the question arises, why immunity goes low? The body becomes toxic from both external and internal sources called exogenous and endogenous. Exogenous toxins enter our body through inhalation of polluted air, tobacco, smoke, inhalation of polluted uh, smoke, dust mite, household trace, etc. Contaminated water with the bacteria, industrial waste, adulteration in food items, additives, preservatives, agricultural fertilizers, pesticides, etc. And even radiation also gives the toxins. Even using cosmetics gives the toxins in our body. These are external toxins. Now, endogenous toxins or internal toxins generate due to indigestion, constipation, unhealthy lifestyle, and eating fried food, junk food, carbonated drinks, etc. When toxin increases in our body, immunity reduces, and these toxins increase because of the violation of nature's laws. That is, breach of rules of diet, exercise, drinking water, relaxation, sleep, etc. Nature cure treatments aim to eliminate toxins through detoxification. Treatments are based on the five significant elements of nature, that is, air, fire, water, earth, and ether. These five great elements of nature have immense healing properties. Based on these, we have treatments like mud therapy, hydrotherapy, massage therapy, fasting therapy, diet therapy, and yogic therapy. In the detoxification program, there are three stages, which are eliminative, soothing, and constructive stages. Fasting and enema and colon hydrotherapy eliminates the waste products more effectively. After elimination, soothing stage, where fasting is broken and slowly start taking fruits, vegetables, soups, sprouts that supplies enough nutrients. Thereafter, a constructive stage, where one starts taking normal diet, which includes carbohydrates, proteins, fat like rice, roti, cooked vegetables, dal, etc. The detoxification increases the functional capacity of every organ in our body, thus increases body immunity. To sustain or to maintain, one must learn yoga. Naturopathy and yoga are like two wheels of a cart. And if both are practiced together, we can get wonderful results.
Thank you for enlightening us, doctor, as most of us don't think that detoxification would ultimately improve our immunity. The next common question that we have received is if you can please explain few naturopathy methods that can be followed at home to improve health.
Yeah. Nature cure treatments are very simple to understand and implement. This COVID-19 pandemic has affected mankind seriously. So let us improve our immunity and take few precautions as well. So routine treatments like what we can follow, gargling. Gargling with a warm salt water is very helpful in preventing any throat issues. It's very simple. Take a 1/4 teaspoon of salt in a cup of warm water and gargle twice a day, in the morning as well as night before going to sleep. Even steam inhalation, as and when required, is for 2 to 3 minutes with the eucalyptus leaves or eucalyptus oil or turmeric is very helpful for the cold, cough, etc. And even keep a towel, wet towel on the abdominal region for about 15 minutes daily in the morning in empty stomach is very good for acidity, gastric problems, and it improves digestion. Hip bath. Hip bath is very good and depends on person's health condition. It is given at cold, neutral, and hot temperatures. In the summer time, cold hip bath is very good, but now it is a rainy season, so better to take neutral hip bath. And one more treatment that is abdominal pack. It's very simple to follow. Dip a cloth, cotton cloth, in a cold water. Remove the excess water and wrap around the abdominal region. Above that, wrap a dry cloth and then flannel. Keep it for 45 minutes. Do it in the evening or 1 hour before dinner or 2 to 3 hours after dinner. It is good for diabetes, hypertension, any digestive issues, and constipation, IBS problems, etc. Same way, you can also take throat pack. There's a very small pack which is good for thyroid problem. And if you are suffering from any pain in the knee joint, you can go with a knee pack. Or any problem in the leg, you can take a leg pack. Or any problem in the ankle, take an ankle pack. One more treatment, that is hot foot immersion. During this COVID-19, people are suffering from stress, tension, insomnia, etc. So hot foot immersion is very helpful for sleep. Immerse your feet in bearable hot water. Take a half bucket of bearable hot water. Immerse your feet for 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, take your feet out, pour little cold water and wipe it and then go to bed. You will get excellent sleep.
Interesting
Sleep is vital for a person's health and well-being. Take a sun bath. Even sun bath is very good in the morning or evening for 20 to 30 minutes. Early morning hours and evening hours. And help in the synthesis and absorption of vitamin D. Vitamin D help in increasing body immunity.
Interesting to know, doctor. Your advice is really simple and can be easily practiced from the comfort of one's home. After the treatments, questions arises about the ideal diet. Can you list a few fruits and vegetables which can help improve immunity?
The fruit is nature's gift to us. We can call it as a superfood, which is a nutritious, laxative, and full of antioxidants. It cleanses the system naturally. So fruits and vegetables always you should take a seasonal, which is available. So some vegetables and fruits available in all season. So coming to apple, which contains protein, dietary fiber, antioxidants, and phytonutrients. They reduce the risk of cancer, hypertension, diabetes, heart disease, and also improve general health. Papaya is rich in fiber, vitamin C, and antioxidant, which reduces cholesterol and is very good for constipation. And banana, it contains potassium, which promotes heart health. The pectin content in the banana improves gut health. Hence, it's very good for any digestive issues. Coming to pomegranate, is rich in vitamin A, vitamin C, and vitamin K, folic acid, and also photochemical like anthocyanin and allergic acid or antioxidant, and is good for antiviral, good for cancer, arthritis, and anxieties. They also reduce dental problems, control diabetes, and fight bacterial and viral infections. Coming to citrus fruits like oranges, sweet lime, that is a musambi we call it as, are immunity booster and loaded with vitamin C, antioxidants, and anti-inflammatory compounds. Melons contain vitamin C and copper, which helps in tissue repair, keeping the skin healthy. They also have lycopene, a powerful antioxidant that prevents cell damage. And even pineapple, it's rich in antioxidants. Magnesium and vitamin C helps in increasing immunity. Coming to vegetables. Vegetables are consumed in the form of leaf, stem, root, fruit, and flower. Leafy vegetables like amaranthus, commonly known as rajgira, are a good source of calcium, iron, vitamin C, vitamin A, and folic acid. Cabbage is a good source of vitamin C and high in fiber. Drumstick leaves are an excellent source of calcium, magnesium, phosphorus. Protein and coming to the drumstick leaves are an excellent source of calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus. Protein, vitamin A, vitamin C, thiamine, and vitamin B2. Spinach, commonly is very popular vegetable and it's an excellent source of iron, vitamin A, and vitamin C. Coming to the roots and tubers like beetroot, carrot, sweet potato, radish, turnip, etc. are rich in protein, carbohydrates, and low in fat. Carrot is excellent source of carotene and vitamin C and is a good blood purifier. Gourd vegetables like ash gourd, bottle gourd, and bitter gourd contains vitamin C and minerals such as potassium, magnesium, sodium. As it contains 80 to 90% of water and is low in calorie, it's suitable for weight reduction because obesity is very dangerous. Coming to cauliflower, this is a low-calorie vegetable and a good source of iron, phosphorus, and vitamin C. Tomato is both used as a fruit as well as a vegetable and used in each and every eatables like salads, chaats, raitas, chutneys, soups, dal, sambar, even rice preparations, etc. It is an excellent source of iron, potassium, sodium, sulfur, and vitamin C. So about that, what I can say is daily in your day-to-day life, take 1 to 2 teaspoons of cut onion, 2 to 3 of cloves of garlic, 1 to 2 pieces of fresh steamed turmeric in the lunch and dinner, as it contains chemicals that can protect the body from many major and minor illnesses. The right kind of food is the most important in the promotion of health. Take well-balanced diet, take more fruits, vegetables, which is seasonal.
There are a lot of people, doctor, who are dependent on artificial supplements and neglect all these fruits and vegetables, which are readily available in the market. Moving on to our next question, can you please explain us the basic functions of hormones in our bodies?
Yeah. See, these hormones are body's chemical messengers produced in endocrine glands. The endocrine system regulates, coordinates, and controls growth and development, male and female characteristics development, controls blood sugar level, maintains the amount of fluid in the body, appetite, many other functions. Endocrine glands release hormones into the bloodstream, which act on target cells with the help of specific receptors. The major hormones like adrenaline, insulin, thyroxine, cortisol, estrogen, progesterone, testosterone. So coming to the insulin, is a hormone produced in the pancreas, which maintains normal blood glucose level. Any problem with the insulin production, either less production or no insulin, leads to diabetes mellitus. That's the reason we get more diabetes problem nowadays. Even thyroxine is secreted by the thyroid gland, controls metabolism, influences physical development. Any abnormal secretion affects overall health, increases LDL cholesterol and triglycerides, infertility, menstrual abnormalities, depression, etc. Coming to estrogen and progesterone, released from the ovary, which stimulates the development of female characteristics, development of reproductive system, controls menstruation, plays role in pregnancy. Any abnormal secretion leads to PCOD, dysmenorrhea, menorrhagia, miscarriages, etc.
Thank you, doctor. So, doctor, in the simplest word, how you will describe hormones and their importance in our life?
Human beings are intrinsic part of nature. Therefore, nature can facilitate a complete cure for human machinery disorders. Natural treatments, diet, and yoga work at removing the root cause of the problem. Chronic or extreme stress, poor diet and nutrition, overweight, exposure to toxins, pollutants, and endocrine disrupting chemicals, including pesticides and herbicides. Lifestyle changes like daily routine, getting up early, drinking water, exercising, correcting food habits, taking wholesome fruits and vegetables, relaxing, and good sleep will give a good health. Certain treatments that are easy to take at home are hip bath. So hip bath you can take in the morning every day. It's very good for any. It's good for all the problems, and it's very simple to practice. Abdominal fat also very simple. You can take daily in the morning or in the evening, preferably in the evening. Even steam bath and simple oil massage. It's also very good. If not massage centers, you can do at home simple massage. Apply oil all over the body. Sit in the sun for some time, so which helps in increasing blood circulation and help regulate the body functions. If not long, fasting you can practice at home. And if not long fasting, either one day fasting or intermittent fasting is very helpful. Even it helps to reduce the weight also. Obesity is the mother of many diseases. So let us take care of weight problem even. Practicing yoga, pranayama, meditation helps to control stress and tension. Yoga is a science of health management. It aims at balancing and harmonizing body, mind, and emotions. Yogasanas like Vakrasana, Paschimottanasana, Shashankasana, Mandukasana have a squeezing effect on abdominal organs. So this stimulates our abdominal organs and even pelvic organs also to function properly. And Bhujangasana, Dhanurasana, Uttita Padasana, Pavanamuktasana, Pratichakrasana are helpful for gas formation and constipation. And abdominal asanas, Vakrasana, Ardhamasendrasana are good for diabetes because which stimulates the pancreas to secrete more insulin. So sometimes in diabetes there is a less insulin production and even insulin resistance, so which is very helpful to improve insulin resistance problem. And some dietary change. Coming to Surya Namaskara. Surya Namaskara is combined of asana, pranayama, mudras, etc. It's very beneficial. It stimulates nervous system and endocrine glands, enhances metabolic activity, improves circulation, and overall some dietary changes by adding more fruits, vegetables containing more nutrients, less calorie, and high fiber are beneficial to eliminate the toxins and reduce the weight.
Thank you, doctor. So, doctor, even though you have explained about fasting therapy, can you highlight more about fasting therapy? What are its benefits? How one can practice, and what are the precautions they need to take care of?
Yeah. Fasting, I told you already, is a very good eliminative procedure in our naturopathy system. It's called as Lankanam Paramaushadam. Fasting is a supreme remedy. Even the famous doctor, Dr. Herbert Shelton, he said, and he that fasting is an all-time science of living. He cured many patients through fasting, so that he administered fasting as a therapy. So here in a fasting, it may be religious fasting or therapeutic fasting. So what we can go with the therapeutic fasting. So in fasting, there are types of fasting that is called uh, water fasting, juice fasting, and fruit fasting, etc. So fasting can be done either the short fasting or intermittent fasting or long fasting. So depends on person's health condition, we can give a fasting. But long fasting always we should do with the doctor's advice.
Thank you, doctor. So, doctor, we are receiving many live questions, and one of the participants would want to know if you have any specific advice for acidity.
Yeah, definitely. So in case of acidity, the first thing is you have to change your food habits. Along with that, we say hurry, worry, and curry. These are the three reasons we get the acidity problem. So we have to control all these: hurry as well as worry, more stress and tension. So reduce the stress and tension. And curry, avoid spicy food. So, and drinking water is very helpful. Early morning, as soon as you get up, after brushing, take a 2 to 3 glass of water, and then you can go with some juices like very helpful juice, ashgar juice, or honey water you can take. So afterwards, you can take a breakfast after some time. Take a light breakfast. Don't go for heavy breakfast because again, more spicy food, more oily food gives a acidity problem. So breakfast like fruits are very good. Eating papayas and bananas very helpful. Then take a normal meal where you can have rice, roti, and cooked vegetables with the less spices and oil. And you can have soup, you can have a fresh curd, and then in the evening you can go for some juice, any fruit juice, or you can go with the coconut water. And evening dinner should be again light dinner. Take only like chilies, or you can go with the dalia and with the steamed vegetables or cooked vegetables and soup. And night, if at all you have a severe acidity problem, and you can have a cold milk, because to get instant relief, cold milk is very good. Along with that, the treatments, like you can go with the towel pack. So take a wet towel, keep on the abdominal region for 15 to 20 minutes. It's very good for acidity problem. And if you have any gas formation, you can also go with the hot and cold fermentation to the abdomen. It's very simple. Take one hot water bag and ice bag. Take a fermentation to the abdominal region with the hot water bag for 3 minutes, followed with the ice fermentation with the ice bag for 1 minute. Do it for 2 to 3 times. So this reduces the gas formation. As well, you can go with the abdominal pack in the evening time. And remember that all the treatments, whatever you take for the abdominal region, you should take in empty stomach, either before food or 2 to 3 hours after food.
Thank you, doctor. I believe the participant would have definitely been made aware of it, and they will practice this at their home. We have next question. What are the immunity boosting remedies for children with sensitive respiratory tract? So, are there any special immunity boosting remedies that you want to suggest for children?
Yeah, definitely. Like children, nowadays what happens, so they eat more of junk food, especially. So junk food increases the allergic conditions. So reduce the junk food, even chocolates, etc., and give them more of fruits and vegetables. So here you can give a lime juice, lime water with honey or with the jaggery. So go with the warm water because the children, they're very susceptible for the cold and hot. So take a warm lemon juice with the jaggery daily, and also you can give them little ginger juice. Ginger mixed with honey is very helpful for the cold and cough. And treatments like you can go with the, you can make them to take little steam inhalation, but you have to do with the precaution, because one parent should be there with the children, otherwise the water fall on them. So steam inhalation is good, and give them gargling. So gargling every day with the salt water also is very helpful. And give a hot foot immersion. So take a bearable hot water. So see that before child taking, you should see that the temperature of the water, and ask them to immerse their feet in hot water for about 15-20 minutes, and then take out the feet, dry it. So it's good for sleep, because when they have a nasal congestion, cold, they don't get to sleep even. So that is good. And even taking a hot fermentation. So you can give a little hot fermentation on their back, upper back. So that reduces the congestion. It's good for cough. And these simple home remedies, herbal remedies, you can give for the children.
Thank you, doctor. So, doctor, one of the patient is suffering from blood pressure and migraine also. And he just wants to know from your advice upon liquid fasting. Will it help him reduce his weight?
Yeah, definitely. Like in case of hypertension and migraine, so they have to do with the caution actually. So even high blood pressure, what I suggest is not only that water fasting or juice fasting. They can go with the fruit diet, like having fruits and vegetables in the breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So this gives some more nutrients, as well as it helps in reducing weight. And they have to see their blood pressure readings, monitor their blood pressure readings. And coming to the migraine problem. So in case of migraine, so they may have a severe headache sometimes. So during a severe headache, they will not get a mind to do fasting. So give a fruit diet and slowly bring them to the fasting. So, and also some treatments will help them, like severe headache when they have, give a Vaman Dauti, that is drinking salt water and vomiting. So that reduces the headache instantly.
Great. Thank you, doctor. That's helpful. Is the mud pack for abdomen good for diabetic patients?
Yeah, in our nature cure treatments, we prefer actually the mud packs, because it holds moisture for a long time. So taking a mud pack daily is very helpful on the abdominal region, but when they are at home they cannot do it actually. So that alternative for mud pack is they can go with the towel pack, simple towel, wet it and keep on the abdominal region for 15-20 minutes in the morning. It serves the same benefit.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you for sharing the wealth of knowledge with us and guiding all of us at the time when there is so much of misinformation being spread. Please provide your final thoughts.
Okay. So here what I say is a person should speak to doctor about the long-term unexplained symptoms, especially those that cause pain, discomfort, or interfere with everyday activities. So there are no shortcuts to health. So you cannot buy it. So you have to build it through your good health habits. Eat with intelligence. Practice yoga daily. Drink 2 to 3 liters of water every day, because water hydrates your body. And to combat this COVID-19 pandemic, make yourself strong, have faith, patience, and self-control. Always follow the guidelines given by health department, like wear a face mask, maintain social distance, wash your hands frequently with the water and soap. Stay safe, stay healthy.